You gonna tell me about where you grew up?
You've got some balls on you to ask a Veneran about that.
I figured you'd have the balls to talk about it.
I was born after my home world was destroyed, if that's what you're wondering. As you know, my species are what you Solars would call an aging population. That's fancy talk for absolutely fucked.
At least you're lucky enough to survive.
Oh, for sure! Lucky! I was lucky to spend years getting smuggled back and forth from one dying, disconnected colony to the next while we waited for the Imperium to stop hunting us. Our entire species slowly suffocating. The vote to let us live came too late. Most of us had already joined the scum of the galaxy or fallen prey to them. Pirates, mercenaries, slavers. They all had a good go at the survivors of Venera.
I know how you feel. Solars went through the same thing. Twice, actually. Before New Vegas and after it fell.
Twice? Captain, are you trying to turn this into a dick-measuring contest over our tragic origin stories?
Hey, I didn't mean to step on your sympathy card.
It's okay, Captain. Like you said, it's luck, innit? I managed to join up with the right people. Gornagoth saw my potential and I fought my way to the top of the Dreadfleet. And now I'm here, a former queen taking orders from an alcoholic drug addict with daddy issues.
Daddy issues? Me? How do you figure that?
You talk in your sleep. By the way, what's with your accent? I've never heard a Solar talk like that before.
I grew up in the Koala district of New Vegas.
What the hell is a koala?
I've only seen them in drawings, but they're mean little dim-witted cunts riddled with STDs that fuck about all day, shitting themselves and fighting each other over these leaves that get them high or something. Furry little buggers.
For a moment there, I didn't realize they were animals. I thought you were talking about other Solars. You like my decorating? Retro Solar style is all the rage nowadays. Wealthy collectors pay extortionate amounts for original pieces of art such as these.
Art? A crusty old skull? Neon stripper signs? Antique porno discs? And what's this? Mila Red Riding Hood? Ugh, we got Blacknet access to infinite 4D filth. Who actually faps to these oldies?
Must you be so disparaging about your own culture? These relics tell your people's proud history. They're treasures from a bygone age when you were still a noble and united society holding fast against the repression of the Imperium. These were passed down from generation to generation, symbols of creative expression through freedom from tyranny. Everything here's from my personal loot and salvage collection. Prodigium's high society types are quite keen on them, and the Dreadfleet was quite keen on raiding their vaults. What's this you're giving me now? MC Fuck Menu version 3.0?
The MC stands for Mary Celeste.
Yes, you absolute knob. I gathered as much. I'm curious, though. What sort of updates did you make from the first two?
Mostly broom-specific stuff.
Like the jump-in butt muffler wonder stuffer, I see. Get your tailpipe worked while your front end takes the steaming hot vibrational force of a fully engaged coil compressor during a warp gate hop. Absolutely fascinating. Captain, if you want to know how to please me, it's actually quite simple. When we fuck, you will call me mistress. Do what I say, and exactly when I say it. Or don't. But if you disobey me, you will be properly punished.
Greetings, Barkeep. Heard any rumours lately?
Listen, you yellow-bellied, piss-swelling, sorry excuse of a man. Does this look like a fucking RPG tavern to you? Do you think you could just drag your filthy sack in here and start asking me questions about something so inane as rumors? I bet you want a fucking bed for the night, too, you destitute wanker. Who the fuck do you think I am? Some kind of dimwit barkeep that will spill every secret in the galaxy for a few goddamn shillings? Please, I have standards. I don't spill secrets, and I don't fucking do rumors. Now turn around slowly, back the fucking hell up, and try again.
Got any fun or sexy stories about your Dreadfleet days?
Too many to even count, Captain. The amount of debauchery we got up to back then makes the Mary Celeste look like a blimmin' church. No offense.
What about this then? How'd you become queen?
Ah, now there's a story of which I'm particularly proud of. Gornagoth came up with a plan to raid a luxury cruise ship, and it was my first mission as the captain of my own squad. I was hoping it would be the moment I could prove myself. But that's a hell of a time to end up right in the middle of an Imperium trap, let me tell you. They had an entire battleship ready and waiting for us. We didn't stand a chance. So I had to do something about that. There's a funny thing about those Imperium ships, though. They've got all the firepower in the world on the outside, but almost no security to speak of once you've boarded them. I mean, sure, they all have defense systems that can detect someone in battle gear or a spacesuit coming at them, but we Venerans can live unprotected in the black for hours at a time. I stripped down, grabbed a sword and a grappler, had my squad open the airlock, pull a hard turn, and toss me toward the bridge. You should have seen the look on the Admiral's face when my fine naked ass landed on his window. Or the one he made when I started cutting through it. Or the one he made when I started cutting through him and his entire crew. I took down an Imperium battleship all by myself. No pirate had ever done anything like that before. I became a bit of a legend, and Gornagoth became convinced that I was the one to take command of the Dreadfleet. He retired and left me in charge.
If everyone knew what a fucking terror you were, how'd the mutiny ever get started?
That's down to that pathetic little shit, Tybalt.
I have no idea how that Tealy bastard managed to become a pirate in the first place, let alone take control of the Dreadfleet.
Being able to cut a man 5 times your size in half with a single strike is a hell of a trick. One that allowed him to carry quite the reverence with the rest of the fleet's lads. He was popular enough to keep around, but I should never have trusted him. That wanker was truly unstable. But he was just smart enough to play by the rules. At least when he knew someone was looking. A word of warning, Captain. The most dangerous villain you will ever face is one that is aware enough to hide the worst parts of themselves until they don't have to anymore. Aw, cheers, mate.
The thought is very much appreciated.
Oh, Captain, I can't thank you enough. I've been fantasizing about the sight of Gornagoth the Snucklefucker's loot ever since he gave me my key.
Alright, you gotta come clean with me. There was never really a pirate lord with the title Snucklefucker, right?
You really want to know?
Yes! How? Why? So many questions.
It's a secret. But seeing as how you got me here, I suppose I owe it to you. Come closer, and I'll whisper it in your ear.
That will haunt me for the rest of my days.
Come now, Captain. No time to tarry. We've got to load this treasure aboard the Mary Celeste so this girl can go on a proper fucking shopping spree.
I love my job.
What the flaming hell is that?
Captain, I'm detecting a gunship on the radar about to give us a deep plasma ticking.
Gunship? How the hell do they know where we are?
That was a warning shot. The first and last. I'm an Imperium licensed bounty hunter, and I'm looking for a terrorist named Dr. Lillian Margulis.
Buckaroo! It's the Huntress.
Turn her over to me, and no one needs to get hurt. Just to make myself perfectly clear, I specified needs and not won't.
Demi, could you please get the good doctor on the bridge immediately? I'd like to know why the Master Assassin is tracking her.
She has been requested. Shall I open a comms channel?
Hey, Huntress! Captain of the Mary Celeste here. How are you? Wow! This is lovely. Big fan.
Give me what I want, Captain. Otherwise, I'd be happy to autograph what's left of your corpse.
Sure, I got you. Truth is, though, I'm having a bit of trouble tracking the good doctor down.
You have 1 minute before I start to turn your ship into melted scrap.
Captain, what's going on?
Hold on just a sec, sweetheart. I'll be right back with you. Can you explain why the Huntress is here to collect a bounty on your head? She mentioned something about you being a terrorist.
A terrorist? Well, that's technically correct.
Can you do me a solid and tell me just what the fuck is going on here?
I can't do that. I'm sorry, but I never meant for this to happen. Please, Captain, I need you to trust me.
Pardon the interruption. If we are taking the Huntress's threat seriously, we have less than 20 seconds to respond.
Even after all those lovely orgasms, you're really not going to tell me?
They were lovely, every single one. However, the answer is still no.
What shall we do, Captain?
The only thing we can do. Tell the Huntress that we're giving her what she wants.
The Captain has agreed to your request. We will transfer your bounty via shuttle.
Very well. Typical.
Fuck yeah! Looks like a direct hit to me. I can't believe it!
Did you really think that dick move was going to work?
To be honest, not really.
I see you have a phoenix. I hope you know how to use that thing.
Why don't you find out? You don't know who you're messing with, lady.
Sounds like a terrified, poorly aging, half-drunk mammal to me.
Shit! Okay, you got me there.
Let's just see how long you live, shall we? Impressive. You've managed to last twice as long as my last target.
Oh, darling, I can go all night. Why don't you come to my quarters and let me prove it?
All the tired, pointless dick jokes in the galaxy can't save you now.
Strafing run. Real original. You got any other outdated AI patterns you want to throw at me?
How about this?
Demi, I'm seeing doubles. And it's not just because I've been drinking all day.
She must have a hollow replicator installed. You'll need to find the real ship among the projections. You just defeated the most dangerous bounty hunter on Imperium record, Captain. Quite the achievement.
I'm feeling proper stoked, Demi. Only one thing can top this. Let's deposit that fucking motherlode. Demi, we're rich! Plus we fucking dick stomped that wanker Tybalt for good!
I am happy to know that Tybalt was, no doubt, brutally maimed out of existence by a giant fuckbot dildozer.
What do you think about Killy?
Queen Calizion is extremely skilled in combat and would not hesitate to murder everyone on board if she felt we were a threat to her. However, she is quite focused on destroying the Imperium. As long as she sees us as the best means to that end, there should be nothing to worry about. Also, I would like to emphasize the word should in my previous statement.
How happy are you right now on a scale from 0 to fucking stoked?
I must admit, there is a certain bliss to achieving your wildest dreams. However, I'm not quite sated yet.
But our nemesis was just murdered with giant drill dicks!
Yes, I'm aware. Seeing that tosser ripped to pieces was something I'll never forget. Ever.
And what about getting filthy rich?
Gornagot's treasure was never about the credits, Captain. I swore an oath to him the day he made me the Dread Queen. If anyone ever threatened our code, I was to rain an unstoppable shitstorm of retribution upon them. I never thought that would mean destroying the bloody Dreadfleet itself, but here we are. It just goes to show you what kind of damage a blood-sucking wanker like Tybalt can do when power is placed in their hands.
So what's missing?
Tybalt took my crown, but the Imperium took the future of my species. I have to thank you, Captain. You've given me a chance to execute every last one of the cunts responsible for my pain. And mark my words, I will.
How are the lab upgrades working out?
This is absolutely brilliant, Captain. Now I can really make you some proper monsters. Make sure to thank Killy for sharing the Snucklefucker's treasure.
What do you think about our new two-horned friend?
I admire Calizion. She's accomplished so much. At least more than most surviving Venerans ever do. Also, I'm sure you're absolutely thrilled to have another person on board as enthused as you about narcotics.
You're welcome to party with us.
I appreciate the invitation, Captain, but I'm drug-free.
I suppose taking giant alien tentacles up your ass doesn't technically count as a stimulant.
I can certainly arrange for you to try one out yourself if there's any confusion.
So, Dad Killy.
Dad Killy.
I've seen Veneran ladies before, but she is something else.
I hear you, pal. By the way, since I got basically zero chance with her, you gotta give me all the details. Don't leave me hanging.
Mate, you know a gentleman never eats ass and tells.
Bro, how am I supposed to live vicariously through you and in her if you won't talk? Besides, she doesn't exactly strike me as the type to get pissy about that kind of thing.
Fair dinkum. Maybe we'll have a talk later on.
You got it, man. I gotta ask you for a favor, though. There ain't a lot of us left. The Veneran, I mean. I can take care of myself, but you gotta make sure nothing happens to her.
Yeah, sure, mate. I promise.
Thanks. Now, when's the next time I can get some shore leave and hit up a brothel? I got a fever, and the only cure is a chubby hooker rubbing her floppy boobs on my face.